What's up, everyone? Come on in, come on in, come on in. Have a seat right there. Come on in, guys. And happy Wednesday to you. Pull that door too. Thank you for joining me. My name is Tim, and this is Tim's on Demand. How you guys doing this happy Wednesday? Happy Wednesday, guys. Happy Hump Day. Come on in. All right. Thank you very much, first of all, for joining my show. And no, I'm not editing any of this. And today's topic is the price of success. Pay the cost to be the boss, as James Brown used to say back in the days, right? This is a subject that a lot of YouTubers don't talk about. A lot of successful people online don't talk about. Because the whole idea is to sell you a dream, right? The whole idea is to sell you a dream on a non-tangible product, which is the idea, right? I made $15,000 a day. I made $45,000 a week. All of this stuff. But let's say, for example, if you do become successful, let's say if you put in that time, you put in that work to get the bag, right? And shout out to you if you do make it. Sometimes it could take a year. Most of the time it's between 2 to 5 years, maybe 2 to 3 years at average. Especially if you put in that time and put in that work and put in the sacrifice to get from step A to step B, right? So let's say all plans going well with you. Everything is a success. Now, what's the next step? You got all your money right. You got the bag, as they say online, right? You've done everything that you're supposed to do. The cost of success sometimes can be very brutal. But the most important thing is, how do you navigate your way around being when situations come up? Because those sunny days are going to be there. But also, those stormy days are going to be there too. Now, it's not so much as people hating on you and so forth, because you're going to have haters. Whether you're rich, poor, middle class, or whatever, you're going to have haters. You're going to have, everybody's not going to like you. But there's going to be a lot of people that's going to envy you. I'm going to say that again, especially when you become successful. Everybody's not going to like you, but you're going to have a lot of people that's going to envy you. And it's okay. It's just that when the rubber meets the road, how will you handle that situation? Also, on the way up to success, you also have to get some stuff in line for you as well. There are things, guys, that you got to learn about. You got to learn about tax shelters. You got to learn about how to pay your taxes. That's the most important thing. That's the bottom line. How you're going to save and maintain the lifestyle that you have for the next 1 to 10 years. Because as quickly as you get that money and get that success, you can lose it in an instant. And you have to rebuild. Now, let me say this. Keep in mind that if for any situation all of that is gone, you can get back on your horse and do it again, because whatever formula that you used to get to the top, it's already in you, guys. It's already in you. That's the success that you got to the top with is already in you in the first place. Yes, it's hell to lose everything that you worked so hard and strive so hard to do. But at the same time, with that inner person that you are, that inner greatness that you are, you're going to, like I said yesterday, you're going to find different ways to get back on that horse and be successful again. Just like I stated yesterday, right? It pays the cost to be the boss. That was an old James Brown song that came out in the 60s, before my time, of course. And, you know, with family especially, you got to navigate your way around it, especially if you become a millionaire or multi-millionaire. I heard Steve Harvey say this one time. When he got his first millions, he had family, friends coming out of the woodwork. Man, you know my situation, man. Blah, 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 this and that. I need this bill paid. I need that bill paid. And you know what Steve Harvey said? He said, people will make you broke and wouldn't give a damn. And he answered the question. He said, well, if I didn't have the success, how would you be paying your bills? How would you be paying your bills if I wasn't a multimillionaire? How would you be paying your bills? He asked that question. And they was backfeeding and backpedal. Well, man, you know, come on, man, you know, blah, 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 this, because a lot of times, excuse my French, a lot of people are full of shit. And they want to ride off of your back when you've made it. Now, granted, there are people that do need help, and it's nothing wrong, guys, with helping with people one time or maybe two in situations, especially with family. You know they're struggling, and the money gives you the means to get them where they need to go at. But when people keep coming at you 4 and 5 and 6 times, no. You got to cut some people off. And you get to see the true likeness and the true colors of people when you're honest with them, and when you're rebuking them in love, and when you're telling them, no, I cannot give you this money. You get to see the true person that they really are. They come out. You get to see that ugly side of them, unfortunately. But if you have family that you know they're in a situation, and you give them the funds and say, hey, this is what I'm going to give you. Get yourself out of this situation and save that little bit of extra money that I gave you as well. And I'm going to help you to get from A to B, but you're going to have to be adult enough to get from C to D. And if they do that, right on. Because a lot of times successful people, if they see that you are trying to do great with your life, trying to do the right thing, trying to strive for better, they don't mind helping you achieve even more. And in fact, sometimes they give you a little bit of more. But if they see that you're just blowing the money or blowing the opportunities or the connections that you have, then they're going to be reluctant to help you again. Why should I put this person in front of you when all you're going to do is blow the whole deal, blow the whole situation, and my name is on this. My reputation is on this. No. And family can be the worst people in the world. Hate to say that. Family and close friends. But you got to make the decision, guys, on how you're going to handle your finances, how you're going to deal with people when you reach that level of success. And you got to be strong in it, because I'm going to tell you something. Once the money's gone, it's gone. And whatever little success is gone, it's gone too. Once your reputation is gone, it's gone. And whatever business that you strive for. And those same people that was running amok on you and was expecting everything, you to give them everything and so forth, they're nowhere to be seen, guys. Well, man, I'm sorry, I hope you get back on your feet and everything like that. And, I've dealt with people like that in my life that I've tried to help with no residual return. Sometimes you got to be a hard ass, guys, to people. You still love them, but you cannot help everybody, unfortunately. Pays the cost to be the boss. Unfortunately, we live in a society today where everybody's out for themselves. Well, most people. Like I stated earlier, there's nothing wrong with helping individuals get from point A to point B and be successful in their lives and so forth. Help them what they're be successful at. But you have to put in the guidelines that's going to fit your everyday life. You have to do that. Nobody else can do that but you. You have to set the boundaries and the guidelines that's going to fit you. And there's nothing wrong with that. Right? People will respect you if you put your foot down and say, this is how it's going to be. They may not like it at first, but they'll come around. Pays the cost to be the boss. And with that being said, guys, I want to thank you very, very much. Hope you enjoyed today's show. Happy Wednesday to you guys. And if you feel like this is the show for you, please consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the like button, and also hitting that notification button. That way you'll know when new content is being presented to you. And also, with that being said, my name is not just Tim. No, it's not, but I'm Tim's On Demand. All right, guys, go ahead and let yourself out. I'm going to go ahead and meditate on today's show and today's commentary. Go ahead and let yourself out. Pull that door too, so I won't get the flies and the critters in. And I'll see you guys on the next show. Thank you for your time. Happy afternoon, evening, and a good night. Thank you.